Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Jacobs, and I'm a channeler and an author and a spiritual teacher. And I've been on an awakening journey since about 1985, 86, and in a big way in 1987 during the harmonic convergence. Many of you may have heard about that, but I'll go into that later. I channel a group of entities called the Collective, and we have been together. I am part of the Collective. We've been together for since ancient Egypt, actually, about 3,000 years before um, the turning of the age, as they would call it, which was the Christ energy, so 3,000 years BC. I have agreed in this incarnation to channel the Collective and our work vocally, as well as in the written word, and sometimes it's both at the same time. And More about that will be revealed. You can be in touch with me and reach me through my Substack newsletter, which is Many Paths Connected with Mark Jacobs. I can go there and subscribe. It's a free subscription. Or my website is being designed as we speak. So that will be Mark of the Soul, coming sometime early fall. And it will tell you how you can work with me as I channel the Collective for you on your journey. So, more about that later. Lots of announcements coming up. But I was called today to create a little makeshift studio in a spare room in the house, my study, my office, where I do a lot of my work, my writing, my channeling, um, and all kinds of things. But um, I wanted to talk about separation and wholeness. These are topics that have been dear to my heart since I began to wake up to who I was as a spiritual being here on Earth, again at about 1986, 87. Um, and it's Separation has revolved around what we have been told, often by leaders, often by institutions, often by media, who want to drive a wedge or somehow convince us that we are different enough, that we are separate. Religion certainly has wanted us to believe that we are separate from our source, which can go by any name that you like: infinite presence, beloved. Some call the source God. Whatever it is right for you. Whatever resonates for you is exactly how you should reach out and be part of that presence. But um, the idea of creating separation and trying to box us in as human beings, as individual beings, or a clan of beings, perhaps, um, started long time ago, and a way to control the population, a way to instill fear, a way to drive a narrative that your way is not as good as my way, or vice versa, um, that my beliefs are better than yours, that my wealth gives me a certain status. So I am a better human being than you. Excuse my makeshift studio with jolting the screen there. Um, so separation has been used, and it's really being used now by our leaders here in the United States, around the world, to sow division. It's really that simple. They know what they're doing, they know how they're doing it, and it works. Unfortunately, it works. However, the truth about us as supposedly separate beings is that we are not separate from each other. We are connected energetically. We are connected in all sorts of dimensions. We are of all made of the one source. We are not separate from source, and we are not separate from each other. Um, this goes deep into our beings, my being. I believe that we can also be told by even spiritual movements that thought is separate from heart, or mind is separate from heart, thought is separate from feeling, our soul is separate from that, our higher self is separate from our soul that is within our body, our bodies are separate, our physical form is separate from all the rest, and that the higher self is better than the lower self, which is the mental capacity, or that the mental capacity is better than the heart, or that the heart is better than the whatever. It doesn't matter. All kinds of ways in which to describe us as also being separate within ourselves. Our personalities are separate from our beings, all kinds of ways. And so this has led us to have ingrained in our DNA, if you will, for centuries and centuries and centuries, that we are indeed separate, disjointed, not connected in any way. And I'm here to say, because this is a passion of mine, that we are absolutely connected. That the pieces, if you will, within our beings are whole. They work together in wholeness. My soul, which I feel here in my heart space, is not separate from my mind, which is thought. It's not separate from my higher self, which is an energetic, expanded frequency. It's not separate from other dimensionalities or multi-dimensions that I have as a source being. I'm not separate from my physical body, because without this body, I wouldn't be able to do this work. I wouldn't be able to sit before you. I wouldn't be able to enjoy, to the extent possible, all of the fruits that we find here on this planet. The energy here is quite dense, but it seems to be thinning, because we are moving out of New Thought, the New Thought movement, which I was very much a part of, where change your thoughts, change your life, change your thinking, change your life. If only you could think it into existence, you could manifest whatever it is you want. That's only part of the story. If you're only working with your thoughts and your mind, and you're not working with your heart space, that which you resonate with, and your soul, your higher self, your guides, all connected, interconnected, then working with just one part of you is not going to yield the results that others have said are ready to manifest like that. In some cases, it does happen. In some cases, it does happen. You're very aligned, you feel resonant, and things do happen quickly. It's only when that alignment of all of us, of all that we are, the wholeness that we are, comes into its resonance, its aligned frequency, that things in our lives can appear quickly, can move quickly. Guidance occurs. We move in a particular direction, and things seem to flow in a synchronicity that maybe we have never experienced, or that we're experiencing more often. So as the dense energy of the earth plane begins to thin, only because more of us are moving out of that New Thought movement, the New Age movement, and we're moving into what I call the Resonant Age. And this is what the collective and I are working on uh, bringing together in terms of messages and writing and materials and talks and things like that. But we're moving into the resonant age. The We're looking for feeling. We're looking for heart. We're looking for that which we that makes us vibrate, that makes us notice those nudges within us that move us in perhaps a different direction, that move us into a creativity, that move us into a different expression, perhaps, or maybe a greater expression of something that we are already involved in ways that we are showing up in our world, our families, our with our loved ones, with our animals, with the natural world, at work, showing up for ourselves, which is very, very important. So, as we step into an awareness of our wholeness, that we are whole beings, complete, complete. We have always been, will always be. We are complete right now. There's nothing more to get. There's nothing more to learn about ourselves that will make everything click and move us into our highest purpose. There's nothing more to acquire. We are whole now. And this is what we have to work with, our whole being, which is very powerful. Very powerful. We each have all of the powers that we need to live life to its fullest expression, to live our lives in the most authentic way possible. But it takes work. It takes work. It takes a realization that what we have been fed by media and institutions and leaders and governments and teachers and parents and religion and everything else, that we are separate beings, that we're sinful, that we are doomed to hell or purgatory, that we are, and I just speak of one particular faith, but that we are somehow not worthy of our existence here on earth. We came here for a reason. There are reasons why each of us is here. And so the resonant age is calling us to be in a greater awareness, to begin to wake up to that which we resonate with. So, yes, the collective is actually coming through just a little bit right now. And that's okay. We collaborate. That was not my intention tonight, but that's okay. So, to ask ourselves the questions: is the work I'm doing resonant for me? Is the relationship I'm in resonant for me? Do my friends resonate for me? Do I resonate in my creative expression? Do I resonate in the place where I live, or the city where I live, wherever you are? Do I feel like I vibrate? Do I feel joy? Do I feel playful? Is there love coming in and going out, freely circulating? These are questions we can ask ourselves all day about everything. And this is the work that we are called to do now, to wake up to who we are, our most authentic self, to ask our higher self to go within, to listen, to discern, and begin to respond in the most true way we can. True to ourselves, and true for how we want to be in the world, what is most meaningful for us right now. Because as the energy shifts for each of us, our frequency raises, our vibration raises, we expand in our energy, and because we're connected, we create quite a column, a wave, whatever you want to call it, but we are together a force to be reckoned with as we create, be from our most authentic selves, our higher self, our soul, our heart space, using mind, heart, soul, and body to live our highest purpose. Now, that may not be readily apparent quickly. It might happen at lightning speed. Many are waking up to wanting to know what is most meaningful for them now. This was true for me in November of 2024 when I said, what's important for me now? What you're seeing now, what you're listening to now, thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate that. But this is my work, whether I'm talking to the screen only or others. It is important for me to be who I am and who I came here to be. It is a lifetime, this lifetime, of coming to this place, and I feel like, yes, dance, leap, fun, and joy, because I have arrived. I am the one I was seeking. I know it sounds a bit cliche, sounds a bit Pollyanna. We've heard it before, but it really is true for me. And I think it can be true for every soul here on the planet. This shift is happening here and it's happening in other places throughout the galaxies. So we aren't alone. We are with our guides. We are energetically supported. We are with each other. And the more we commune and find community, like-hearted community, the more we can grow, the more we can expand, the more we can be supported in who we are authentically. And so I think I'll end here that, again, this is my first talk. I'm putting it out there. I have been working with people already as a channel for the collective or with the collective. I've worked with people all over the world, from Australia to Finland and back. And it's phenomenal, and it's a privilege, really, to listen to how people are waking up to their power or powers, and how they are cultivating and nurturing those and presenting those to the world. There's a lot that can be tied up in that, but there's a lot of freedom in that as well. So I look forward to continuing my mission. I look forward to more talks. I want you to know that you are not alone, that we are not separate from each other. Do not listen to that nonsense anymore. Find ways to connect. Go to Many Paths Connected on Substack. Find ways to connect that way here. There are so many ways to do that. I'll keep you posted about my website. There will be ways to connect there. And in the meantime, I'll be posting. I'll be sharing videos. I'll be sharing my spirit as I'm called to do. I will be sharing some channeling, so you'll be able to experience that. All right. So thank you for listening. Enjoy, and unity always. Bye for now.